sumo. Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You in there, no Chad Hugo. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo. Pockets too big, they sumo.
Somebody call for the queen.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
Darnold on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flynn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, it's Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jake Ryan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. To throw on second down is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Leopard! Leopard! 4 down.
On second down, Montgomery. He takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey! Leopard! Leopard!
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They're coming. They're coming. Lay down. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Coleman has it here right side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. We own them. We own them. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Now a handoff looking right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trent Murphy in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. White 51.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Leopard! Gone! Alert flare! Alert
They're going to go. It's Darnold going up top. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Hyde in the game. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
You got 4. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Alert. 3 down. Set. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give to Hyde, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Flynn. And he's brought down. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Anderson a 1st down and more. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Oh, some strong running. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Allen now looks to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. They pitch it out to Hyde. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Oh, now he bowls him over. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, Hyde. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And a defensive back, Jamal Adams, in on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Throwing now is Allen. He finds Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over. All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. Third down here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third and long, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
3-19. Detroit.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Leopard. 3 down. Watch him now, Barney. Over. Watch him now, Barney.
Handoff comes to Hyde, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
Everyone's got 4 down. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
They run it again with Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Allen from the gun on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is brought in at the 21. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Watch you now, Barney, Barney. Watch you now, Barney, Barney. Watch you now, Barney, Barney.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clay Matthews coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. Back now here on EA Sports. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Hurts has it left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flynn. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Whitehead, the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to throw, Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and see what receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Leopard! Leopard!
Again, it's Hyde. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Mike's 54.
Throwing is Allen on third. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Allen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check nickel. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They run high. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, I totally didn't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Gone.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey. 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun.
Darnold from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They go again with Muhammad. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Leopard! Leopard! 3 down. He's checking. Crash. Watch him now, Barney. Over. Check 43.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Check 99. Check 3. Watch him now, Barney.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. They find some open field here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
All right, this is Muhammad. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Muhammad. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a good gain. 34 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Hyde. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to a similar mark.